Well, good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm Laurie from MB+M, and I've got Bree here with me today. Morning, Bree.
Morning, Laurie. How you going?
I'm feeling fabulous the morning after budget night. It's always an exciting and big night at my house. I don't know about yours.
Yes, we get super excited about the budget, but no, there's some exciting things that we'll run through.
Yeah, absolutely. Bree and I are going to bring you some of the things that we think are important that came out of the budget. We're certainly not going to cover everything because we would be here all morning otherwise. So just a couple of key points from our perspective. I guess I'll just kick straight into it and talk about the tax cuts. So these have been confirmed. They will start from the 1st of July 2024. There's a change in the tax rates and threshold. So what that means is you'll see less tax being withheld from your pay. So ultimately more money in your pocket from that first pay in July. On the back of that, there has also been an increase to the Medicare Levy low income threshold. So really what that means is that you can earn more before the Medicare Levy kicks in, which is also a nice little kicker there. Bree, what's relevant in the tax space from your end?
Yeah, thanks, Laurie. So from a retiree's perspective, we've seen the increase to the senior Australian tax offset threshold, which essentially means that for a single or a member of a couple, if you're of age, pension age and eligible for SAPTO, the low income threshold as to how much you can earn before paying tax has gone up. So that's definitely a good increase. It'll benefit many retirees. The other increases in thresholds that are coming in is the proposed changes to the superannuation caps. So they were set to increase as of July 1, and that will happen. The main ones there that we're talking about are the concessional contributions cap, which will go up to $30,000, and the annual non-concessional contribution cap, which that increases up to $120,000. So that'll help with planning for retirement and also individuals who are wanting to contribute a little bit more into their superannuation. So looking forward to those changes coming into play as of 1st of July.
A couple of nice little bonuses there that I'm sure will be appreciated. I'm going to touch on the tertiary education reforms. So the HECS indexation, so if you've got a help debt, the indexation is going to be capped. This is also retrospective. So what that means is usually on the 1st of June every year, your help debt is indexed and that is applied annually. So back to 1st of June 2023, the rate that was indexed is going to be reduced. So you'll see a credit going against your help debt there. And into the future, there is a capping on how much it can be indexed. And also there is payments for nursing, midwifery students, teaching students and social workers who are doing placement. So this is called the Commonwealth Prac payment. And if you're on mandatory placement, you're eligible for up to a bit over $300 a week while you're on placement. So that should really help some of those students there. Bree, from your side of things, Social Security was a big one.
Quite a few announcements in regards to Social Security in the budget this year. A lot of people who are recipients of payments from Centrelink will have probably experienced that there's extended wait times at the moment, and also processing of paperwork can take quite some time. So the government's announced that they're going to put some funding into that area, which should help to increase the amount of staff. They're looking at putting on another 7,500 additional staff and putting some money into improvements for MyGov. This should hopefully help with some of those turnaround times for everyone who's applying for those payments, which will be great. Some of the other things that have also been announced, we've got additional aged care home care packages. So an addition of 24,100 places have been announced. So that should help with the long waiting list for home care packages at the moment. There was also some freezing of the deeming rates for anyone who's on Social Security payments. So that's deeming of income on assets that are held. That's been frozen at a low rate now for the last 2 years. It was meant to stop on 30 June. However, they've now decided that they will continue that freeze for another 12 months. So that'll just ensure, I suppose, that payments from Centrelink, be it aged care type recipients, there won't be any impact from changing in Deeming rates at the end of this financial year. So some really good announcements there, which will make a lot of people very happy, I think.
That cost of living pressure
Yeah.
that everyone's talking about, and we definitely feel that as well. So some nice little changes there that should help ease that pressure a little bit for sure. Some other notable items coming out of the budget last night: energy rebates, so $300 for all households. We believe this will be automatically applied to your bills each quarter in quarterly instalments up to that $300. Eligible small businesses also will get the energy rebate. It's up to $325 for around 1 million small businesses. And on the back of that, for small businesses also, there is an extension of the $20,000 instant asset write-off. So that was due to finish on the 30th of June this year, now being extended out to the 30th of June 2025. They've also come out and announced super to be paid on paid parental leave. So not kicking in until July 2025 though. So if you're planning on having a baby, maybe just wait a few months and push that out another year, because I think that will really, really help getting super on those paid parental leave payments. And probably the last one to mention is the rent assistance, an increase on the max rate there by 10%. So another little kicker that will help with the cost of living pressures and the burden at the moment that people are feeling. So that was certainly all I had that I wanted to cover. Bree, is that everything from your end?
Yeah, thanks, Laurie. That's everything that stood out. There was obviously some other measures in the budget that were announced we haven't covered off on, but hopefully that gives a bit of a summary as to some of the main points that we picked up on last night.
Totally agree. Thanks for joining in and doing this little summary with me, Bree. It's been a great little experience and hopefully a benefit to all of the listeners. So that is all for now from Bree and Laurie at MB+M.